Shalom. This is Shalamar from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Radash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, the Great Millstone, that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. All right, and we're gonna need that safety, real soon. Okay. Today, which is August the 4th. I'm sorry, October the 4th. For weeks, we have been warned about the signal that was supposed to go out, or that went out, and really nothing happened. They just sent an alert. Some people thought that it was going to activate certain people and change them, or people is going to drop dead, or all of these things. Esau is gearing you up. He's conditioning you. Esau being the so-called white man. He's conditioning you, people, and his own people, to be afraid but not be afraid, because he wants to pretty much guide you into the destruction that's to come, if that makes sense. Because he's trying to hold on to this as long as he can, his kingdom. And if everyone knew right now that nuclear destruction was on the way and there's nothing you can do, people would just completely lose their mind. It'll be a lot of killing. Esau is trying to ride this thing out to the end and think that he's going to survive it. All right. They think that even if it is a nuclear war, the elites can just go there into their bunkers and, be safe, and they can have a certain number of people that's going to repopulate the country and they're going to rebuild. No, that's not what's going to happen. This place is going to be completely obliterated. All right. So let me go down to, this is 2nd Ezra 15. I'm going to go down to verse 34. And it reads, it talks about the nuclear destruction. It says, because they describe it as clouds full of wrath and wind. Okay. And it also describes the missiles as flying swords. Because back then, no one knew what a missile was. They didn't know what a nuclear explosion was. So men described it the best way they can. John the Revelator, Isaiah, Jeremiah, all of these prophets, Ezra or Esdras, all of these prophets, describe what they could see based off of the time that they was living in. Okay. I'm going to start out. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 34. It says, behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. This is not talking about a tornado. This is talking about a mushroom cloud with fire in it. Okay, like you see what's on the left side of the screen. This is what they're describing. And when that siren go off, that real emergency alert, it's not going to be a test. It's going to let you know you got a couple of seconds to hold, to give a hug to the person next to you. Because that's it. And if you're in a bunker, you think you're going to make it, but you're not going to make it. Yeah, hundreds of millions of missiles will hit Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, which is America. Will hit this place from all countries, even countries in NATO, which are the America allies, are going to shoot missiles on this place. Everyone is going to turn against America and completely destroy it. It's written in the scriptures, and that's what's going to happen. All right. So once you hear that horn in the sky, or that alarm, once you hear that, you're gonna know you only have a few seconds left. All right, it says they shall smite one another. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth. Now, when it says they shall smite one upon another, it's gonna be so many millions of missiles hitting this place, nukes, atomic bombs, bioweapons, warheads. All of these different types of missiles are gonna be used. EMPs, all of that stuff. Like they're gonna let the whole arsenal go. Russia, China, everything that they've had stacked up since 50 years ago. They're gonna unleash it on this place and make sure America is not gonna come back. It says, like I was speaking about, one upon another. You may have 2 or 3 missiles hitting the same spot, the same city. When you go into the book of Joel, it says it pretty much go into how the Lord is going to guide them. They're going to hit their targets. Then Revelations talks about 1 hour. This is all going to happen in 1 hour. Okay, but once you see that mushroom cloud, you only have a few seconds. It says, and blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, the dung of men unto the camel's hoof, and there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth. Yeah, a lot of people gonna see these things. It's gonna be so much bloodshed. That's what's talking about in verse 36. There's gonna be so much bloodshed from all these missiles hitting, and it's not. I can't even say bloodshed. I'm talking about death as far as bloodshed, but people are going to be burnt to a crisp, to ashes and smoke. That's all that's going to be left from the average human body that get hit with this fire. It says, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. And this is going to be a time when everything is completely out of order. All right. You're going to still have some people living good, eating good, marrying and giving in marriage. Then you're going to have that destruction on the way. And guess what? Yahweh Shai is going to come back, save his elect. And the rest of you people are going to, that didn't get saved. You got to deal with this. You got to deal with seeing this right here. And it ain't gonna be years from now. This is gonna happen real soon. All right. That's why they sending out these emergency alerts. They did one couple of years back or something like that. Then they did another one today, and you're gonna see it more often. I know back when I was younger, when they used to send those alerts on the radio. I used to get kind of scared. I get shaken up. I'm like, man, one day they gonna say it's not a test. And I've actually seen where an alert came, but it was actually it was for a tornado that was in the area. But yeah, they gonna send these things once. They're gonna alarm these. They're gonna send these alarms out once these missiles are on the way. And probably prior to that, with martial law and all the things that's going to happen, adding up to the nuclear destruction, you may see it multiple times. You may hear it multiple. You may hear multiple sirens going off at different times. It says, and then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north, another part from the west. It says, and strong wind shall arise from the east, and shall open it, and the cloud which he raised up in wrath, and the stars stirred to cause fear towards the east and west wind shall be destroyed. So it's gonna be multiple places getting hit with missiles, but mainly America is gonna be the only place that's not gonna be inhabitable ever again. Verse 40, the great and mighty clouds shall be puffed up, full of wrath, and the stars that they may, and the star that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out over every high and eminent place an horrible star, fire, hail, and flying swords, and many waters that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters. It's talking about people. People are symbolized as water in the scriptures. So all of these places with a great number of people living there, all these different cities, New York, Atlanta, LA, Chicago, all of these high populated cities, these flying swords are gonna come and destroy. Those cities are gonna get hit first. All right, that's gonna completely cripple this place, and then they just gonna. It ain't even then. It's just gonna be non-stop missiles being poured on this land. Okay, let's go to 2nd Esdras 6. And let's go down to verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Yeah, that's talking about these stores. It's not gonna be any food. This is when a famine is gonna hit. All right. And people are just gonna be fighting to survive. Then it says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. That's those sirens in the air. That's those air horns that's going to give off those alerts to let you know that incoming. All right. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right, so it's not going to be any cash flow. It's not going to be any type of money exchanges. All it's going to be is fighting. All right, now it says the trumpet shall give a sound. This is going to be a time during sedition. Okay, it's going to be a time during martial law. They're gonna be telling people either stay in the house or come with me. And then those sirens are gonna keep going off, and next thing you know, you're gonna start seeing these mushroom clouds. All right. So like I said, Esau is conditioning you to get used to being on edge of disaster coming. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. I pray this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom to the elect.